Hello and welcome to My State MLS, New York State MLS. It's Dave once again, and thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to be taking a look at how you can have a healthy client relationship, not only with your buyers, but also with your sellers. So let's get started, and we're going to be looking at our CRM tool. So you may be asking, what is a CRM? Or maybe, what does CRM mean? What does CRM stand for? Well, CRM is a customer relationship management. And so we've put into My State MLS and New York State MLS is new updates to our customer relationship management tool. And what's really cool is today you're going to be some of the first people to look at the brand new tagging system that we just implemented into our CRM within My State MLS and New York State MLS. So what can you do with the CRM? Well, this is great because this is going to allow you to keep in touch with your customers and clients. It's also going to allow you to keep notes on those customers and clients. And more importantly, it's going to give you the ability to have the information that you need readily available to you at any given moment. So let's go ahead and log into the system and take a look at how you can get access to your CRM tool within your New York State MLS or My State MLS account. So if you've already been a member of the MLS before, you know exactly what we're looking at. If you're not a member of New York State MLS or My State MLS, you can go ahead, you can join us at any time by logging onto our website at MYstateMLS.com or MystateMLS.com. You're going to be able to click that sign up button, and that's going to take you right through this process to get your account created and started pretty much immediately. So once you've logged into your account, the way to access your CRM is going to be from your contacts option on the left-hand sidebar menu, or up top from the contacts drop-down at the top of the screen. Next, you're going to want to click on View Contacts, or if you want to go ahead and create a new contact, we can click Add New Contact. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and click View My Contacts just so you can see what this looks like. Once we've done that, it brings up our whole spreadsheet of all of our different contacts that we've entered into the system. And of course, as you continue to do your business over the years, you may already have hundreds of contacts in your email client somewhere else. We allow you to go ahead and be able to filter those out by clicking that search at the top, and that's going to open up a search screen. So here's where we're going to be able to find a particular contact that we're looking for, or as I mentioned, those brand new tags, we can filter by that as well. If you have contacts already saved somewhere, maybe you've got them in Outlook and Google, maybe you have a spreadsheet of your contacts already, we allow you to also go ahead and import them directly into the MLS by going to that contacts drop down again and clicking on Import Contacts. From here, you're going to be able to go ahead, select the file of where your contacts are being stored. You're going to be able to upload that to the system, and then you're going to be able to designate which column is for the first name, last name, email, so on and so forth. Anything that you upload to the My State MLS or New York State MLS account remains completely private to your membership. No other members from your office or anyone else within the MLS is going to see the contacts that you've uploaded. Those remain completely private to you. So let's go ahead and create a new contact. To do that, I'm going to click the contacts drop down at the top of the screen and click Add New Contact. By default, what this is going to do is this is going to go ahead and pull up a dialog box where we're going to go ahead and put in the main basic criteria for our customer or contact, our client, whoever we're adding to the system. Here you can see we've got their name, some phone numbers, as well as their email, and their address if we want to put that in there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a contact for Bonnie. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and put in her name, email, and phone number. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and click Save. And what that's going to do is that's going to go ahead and create this contact card within my CRM of the MLS. We can see it's labeled with her name. It's got her information here. And if, again, I need to edit any of that at any time, maybe she got a new phone number, we can go ahead, make that change at any time. Also on her profile or contact card, I can put in additional information. Maybe I want to put information about her family, where she's looking to buy, preferred zip codes, maybe preferred schools. Again, these are all just going to be notes that we can have and pull up at a later date at any time. Same thing with other preferences. Here's where we're going to be able to have a price range, number of beds and baths, square footage, things that she's looking for in a home. And all this stuff is going to become important down the road once we actually start doing our searches for our customer. Below that, you're going to see we have notes as well as messages, saved searches, CMAs, and saved carts. The notes section, this is very important and it shouldn't be overlooked. What's great about this is going to allow you to keep a running log and notes of all the different correspondences that you've had with your particular client. So say I just met Bonnie for the first time, I can just pop that in there, and that's going to be time stamped with when I entered it. Right now it just says 2:07 because that's what time it is, but if I was to go back and look at this tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, instead of having the time there, it'll be time stamped with the date. So it would have today's date and show that moving forward. Below that are messages. So these are going to be messages that I've received from Bonnie when I go ahead and maybe share a listing with her and she responds to it. Those will appear here. Any saved searches that I create matching Bonnie's criteria will appear on her contact card as well as any CMAs or saved carts. So let's say I'm actually selling Bonnie's home and I've found some homes that I think are good comparables for pricing out her property. I could create a CMA and then I can attach that to her contact card here. So instead of trying to find it through all of my other files within the database, it's going to be attached right to her contact card. So again, having that CRM is going to allow you to not only keep a log of all of your different contacts, clients, and customers, but it's also going to allow you to keep organized all of the different things that you do within the MLS on a day-to-day basis, like save searches, sharing listings, because all that's going to be saved to the individual client that you've created within your CRM. Which brings me to our next tab is saved carts. For those familiar with MYstateMLS and New York State MLS, you know that carts are how we share listings. For those unfamiliar, carts is a way to share listings with anyone else that you want to share listings with. So just like shopping online, doing an online store, you find the shoes, the shirt that you liked and you want to buy, you put those items into a cart and then you check out. Within the MLS, you put the listings that you like into a cart and then you can save that cart, attach it to a contact card here, assign it to a client. You can even email it, print it, do whatever you need to do with those listings within that cart. So again, in terms of having a CRM and maintaining all of that data that we're sharing with our particular customers, we can create that cart and then assign it to our particular client. So that way that information is never lost. It's easily and readily available. So again, like I said, our notes time stamped with when we enter it. So it's been a couple minutes now. And I'm just going to type in some notes here saying that Bonnie and I met for coffee to discuss some plans. And as you can see, it logs it as a brand new note with a different time. So once we've gone ahead and we've created our client's contact card and we've put all the information into the CRM, maybe the next thing that we're going to want to do is go ahead and search for properties that they're looking for. So right now I'm just going to do a quick search. Actually, we'll do it right from my profile wall. We're just going to do a quick search for Bayside, New York. Nothing in particular right now, but we're just going to see what's active in this area. Let's go ahead. I'm going to pull up a couple listings. And let's just say we like these 3 listings right here in the middle of the screen. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them to my cart. Right now, I've already got a couple listings in my cart, so let's go ahead and clear that out by clicking Menu at the top and clicking Remove All Listings. That's going to go ahead, empty out my cart, and now I've got a fresh cart to start with. Again, thinking about what you do when you shop online. If I click that little shopping cart icon with that little plus, it becomes a check mark letting me know that that listing is now in my cart. So let's add these 3 listings to my cart. And now let's assign this cart to Bonnie, my new client. I think these houses are going to be good for her. So we can go ahead, we're going to save this cart. So we're going to click Save to Cart. If we had a current cart that we were already working on, we could go ahead and select that from here. But we're going to create a new cart and name it Homes for Bonnie. So now what I've done is I've gone ahead, I have 3 listings in my cart. If I want, I can go ahead, reorder them into an order I think is best. I can add some notes, and then I'm going to go ahead and save those changes. And why we can add notes is because when we go ahead and email these listings to Bonnie, these notes are also going to be attached to those listings. So let's go ahead and assign this cart to Bonnie. By doing that, all I have to do is click the assign button next to client, and then I just start typing in her name. Through that smart lookup, it's going to see that I was looking for Bonnie, and I'm going to be able to assign that to her. Now from the menu button, I can go ahead and email these listings to Bonnie. And as we can see, the listings are in the order that I put them in. My notes have also been attached here as well. So again, one of the number one things you can do to maintain a healthy relationship with your client, your customer, is always to stay in touch. Yes, we're going to show you how you can send out automatic emails to your customers, to your clients, but also it's also great to just do some hands-on searches for them, add some personal touches to the listings you're sharing. So yes, we're going to do automatic emails to them as well, but by doing a cart, saving that cart, and then sending it to a client and having these notes really adds that personal touch. So because this cart was already assigned to Bonnie, her email is already going to be populated here. If I want, I can edit the subject. And then of course we're just going to go ahead and we can add a personal message to the top. Because again, to have that healthy relationship with your customer, for your client, is to go ahead and make sure that you're doing these personal emails. Well, again, I'll show you how to do the automatic emails, but just doing a custom email once in a while to stay in touch is a great way just to show your customer that you're invested in helping them find that home. So let's go ahead. We're going to send this off to her. We click send email, and when she opens up that email, it's going to be branded with my information at the top of the screen. So again, what's great about doing these searches and saving listings and sharing listings to our customers and clients, it's all going to be branded with your information. Now, if Bonnie was to fill out this contact here and email it to me, what will happen is that will then appear on her contact card within my account. So again, after you've created your cart, you click the assign button for client, you start looking up their name, you click assign, and then their information is assigned to that cart. So let's go back to viewing my contacts, and we're going to see if we go to Bonnie's contact card now, we're going to see that saved cart that we've created, Homes for Bonnie, is now right here. So if we ever need to open it up at any time, we emailed it to her. She says, hey, I just saw that house that you emailed me. I'd love to go check it out. All right, well then this is where we would, as the agent, go into the listing, open it up, find out who the listing agent is, and then go ahead and set up that showing. Now let's go ahead and just go back to our search for Bonnie. Now, like I said, we did a search for Bonnie. We found some homes that we thought were great for her. We sent them out. But we want to make sure that she keeps getting emails every time there's a new listing or a listing with a price change that matches her search criteria. Well, to do that, we're going to go ahead and save this search and then create a drip email campaign. So to do that, we're going to click Tools at the top of this search and click Save Search. First, I'm going to go ahead and give it a name. I'm going to call it Searching for Bonnie. From there, I'm going to go ahead and assign it to a contact. Again, I just through that smart lookup, start typing out her name. It's going to find it automatically. I click Assign Contact. And now what I'm going to want to do is drip this campaign. To do that, I flip the switch to on. And now this is going to allow me to go ahead and start setting up those automatic emails. The first thing that we're going to want to do is select our triggers. By default, it's going to send out emails every time there's a new listing. But what we're going to want it to do is go ahead and send out emails not only when there's new listings, but also listings with a price change. Maybe a listing drops in price, is now in Bonnie's budget, so we want to make sure that she gets that. So again, we're going to have to start typing out her name because we want to enter out, we want to start sending these out. So through that smart lookup, I just start typing in her name. It finds it there. I click that. Now she's going to get emails every time new listings are found matching her criteria. By default, you're always going to get a carbon copy as well, so you don't have to worry about missing out on something. So if an automatic email goes out and she gives you a call right away and says, hey, I just saw that house you just emailed me, instead of being scared saying, oh my gosh, what email, you're going to be able to quickly be able to log right into your MyStateMLS account and pull up those sent emails to see what went out. So I don't want this actually going out to her. So I'm just going to turn that off and we're going to save that. So again, to save that search, we're going to give it a name, then assign the contact, then create that drip campaign. After we've done all that, we're going to want to make sure we save that search. Again, now going back to our contacts and viewing my contacts, if I go to Bonnie's account, her contact card, we're going to see not only do we have that saved cart that we did before, we also now have searching for Bonnie, which does have a drip campaign. Also on my saved search widget on my profile wall, I can also see my saved searches for Bonnie as well, including searching for Bonnie. So if she ever gives me a call while I'm at the office and says, hey, I haven't heard from you in a couple days, just wondering if there's any new listings. Well, what we can do is we could either go to her contacts and say, all right, hold on, let me take a look. We just pull up Save Searches, click on Load, and right off the bat, that's going to fire off all of that information for us. So again, going back to our PowerPoint here, the key features of having that CRM is it's going to allow you to keep in touch with your customers, your clients. That's where the drip emails come into play. We're going to keep notes. We saw that with the notes section of the CRM. And more importantly, having that information readily available to you at any given moment. So by being able to have these saved searches and having them assigned to your customer, to your client, we're going to be able to quickly be able to pull up those results and give her the latest information without any hesitation. So now one last thing that I want to show is the newest feature to our CRM. And to do that, we're going to go View My Contacts, and you're going to see a previous client that I put in here, David Dasme. He's tagged as a buyer because we've just implemented a new tagging system for all of your contacts within the system. Because you may put in contacts that are brokers, other agents, buyers, sellers. You may even put in your family members. So what you can do is we can go ahead and start creating new tags for anyone. So let's say Bonnie is a buyer. So I'm going to go down to tags. I'm going to start typing in buyer. And now I'm going to save that. So now we can see the tag is listed under account as buyer. So now if we were to go to View My Contacts and I click search, I can put in buyer under tags, click search, and that's going to filter out just my contacts that are buyers. Again, this is going to be great because as you continue to use the system or after you've imported all of your contacts from your Outlook or your email, you're going to have a lot of contacts in the system. So you're going to want to be able to find ways to sort all of those contacts, organize them, and just doing some of those tags. You're not limited to by what I'm saying with buyer, seller. You can create any tag that you want. So let's go ahead, we'll clear that out. And let's say I wanted to change Janet, and I want to have a tag of, I tag all of my contacts by last name. I've got a group of Janets that I work with. I could go ahead, assign her as a Janet, and that would be assigned there. So now I've got a Janet tag. So if I go back to View My Contacts, you'll see I've got buyer, and a Janet tag. And this works for any previous contact you have. So while this is a brand new feature, if you've already been using the CRM within the MLS and you want to start adding tags to all of your contacts, you can start doing that today. Again, just log right into your New York State MLS or MyStateMLS account. Open up your Contacts tab. From that Contacts dropdown, click View My Contacts, and you can go ahead, start editing any of your contacts that are already in here. Or if you want, you're going to be able to import those contacts from another source. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap things up here. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll be seeing you again very soon.